Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with a crystal clear waterproof case from the folks at Hitcase for iPhone XS Max. The Splash is waterproof to 10 feet, it's drop proof to 6 feet, and it's compatible with Hitcase's system of magnetically attachable add-on lenses. Let's look at this case in a bit more detail on my iPhone XS Max in gold. Looking at the construction of this case, the frame is made of a soft touch TPU material, and then the front and the back are made of a rigid clear plastic. Overall, this is quite a lightweight case, and it actually makes it seem smaller than it really is. Size-wise, this is approximately the same size as your LifeProof Free, but when you take it out of the box, you might think it's thinner because of the transparent nature of the design as well as its lightweight construction. To open it up, you need to put your fingers down here in this ridge and then pry off the back of the case. This can be a little bit tricky, particularly when the case is new. You do have to pull pretty hard, but then the entire thing pulls off just like the top of a Tupperware container. Once you get that initial thing open, you just simply peel it back, and it's actually pretty fun to take off. It just can be hard to get it started sometimes. Prior to installing this case on your phone, make sure to remove any screen protectors that might be in place and clean your phone thoroughly. There is a microfiber cloth provided for this purpose, which is very helpful. Also, make sure that the phone case itself is clean, because any dust or dirt that is trapped in between the case and your phone will look ugly, and it may impair the phone case's operation as well. Lay your phone face down in the Splash, and then take the back of the case and simply just click it into place. This is actually really quite easy. This is a nice, easy case to install your phone in. Just click all the way around until it is securely inserted. Once installed, you can see we have a pretty clean design aesthetic on here. This is all about showing off your phone with a clear back. The sides are fairly nondescript. I think that they are trying to keep your eyes on the phone and not really looking at the case all that much, because there's not all that much to see, but it does have a pleasant look and feel in the hand. Size-wise, as I said, this is pretty much the same as the LifeProof Free. Basically the same height, same width, etc. But of course, the LifeProof Free has a lot more going on in terms of stripes and stuff to look at. You don't really have much more to look at with the Hitcase Splash other than your phone itself. Looking at the fit on here, we have a nice tight fit obviously everywhere, as is typical with a waterproof case. Everything feels nice, and as you could see, this case was quite easy to get on the phone. Looking at the amount of lip we have on here, we have a good amount of protective lip surrounding the screen. This is a plastic screen protector, so it does have the issues that plastic screen protectors typically have. We'll discuss that when we get around to looking at optical clarity for the screen, but just looking at it right now, you can see we have a nice amount of protection as far as the screen is concerned. This case does give you 6 feet of drop protection, so that is good. Going down here to our port openings, we have obviously covered port openings because this is a waterproof case. The lightning port is covered here by a rubber plug. A little tricky to get open initially. When you look here at the port opening, it's reasonably deep, but you can still fit many third-party lightning cables in here without any problems. That all works well. Of course, the case does support wireless charging, so you may find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. So as far as the audio quality is concerned, it isn't terrible. Definitely still usable. You can hear people and they can hear you, but I have heard better. The LifeProof Free, for example, does have somewhat better audio quality. Call recipients report a somewhat tinny audio quality, kind of metallic, and overall just not as good as for calls without the case. And as far as the audio quality you experience when using your phone in this case, it is slightly diminished both in speaker and ear speaker mode. And when using the ear speaker, there is a small but annoying buzzing noise that happens occasionally. Whether or not this is going to be a big issue for you depends upon how much you use your phone for calls and how sensitive you are to audio quality overall. So going around to the sides here, we have a spot here for a lanyard. That is quite convenient. One does not come with the case, but you can buy one separately from Hitcase if you so desire. We've got some Hitcase branding going up here. In terms of the sides, they have a nice feel to them. This is a soft touch TPU, and it does give a pleasant amount of grip to the phone case, although this is not a grippy phone case by any means, kind of a low to medium grip. So our buttons are a bit on the stiff side. You definitely have to press them a bit more than some buttons in order to get them to work, but they're okay. The only thing I really don't like here is the mute switch wheel. So the mute switch wheel does work fine, but it can be stiff to operate, and it kind of hurts my fingers in order to operate it, so I find that I need to grab it by my fingernails and then move it. And then it works. It's just not comfortable to use. So it's not like there's an issue with its operation. There's just an issue with the fact that it hurts your fingers. So there is that. Going up here to the top, not a lot going on there, and then going to the sides. Again, the side button is basically the same in operation as the others. Looking at the back of the case, the crystal clear plastic does a beautiful job in showing off your iPhone. We do have some rather obtrusive Hitcase branding down here at the bottom. For those of you that are brand sensitive, be aware of that. But other than that, when you look at the back, you pretty much see your iPhone and nothing but your iPhone, which is lovely. Of course, crystal clear plastic does have certain issues that plague it. Typically, the issues that are problematic for crystal clear plastic are watermarking, yellowing, scratching, and fingerprints. So looking at watermarking, that one you can cross off the list immediately, because there is a significant gap in between the clear plastic and the back of your phone for protective purposes, and because the plastic is not touching your phone, there's no possibility of watermarking. So that's great, don't have to worry about that. As far as yellowing is concerned, that's typically an issue with softer TPU, and this does not seem to be the type of plastic that's going to have a problem with yellowing, so I think you're going to be good there. As far as fingerprinting is concerned, well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Definitely want to keep that microfiber cloth that comes with the case handy, because fingerprints absolutely do show up on here. You're going to have to use it both on the screen as well as the back in order to keep it looking beautiful. And as far as scratching is concerned, yes, that is an issue with this type of plastic. However, it is going to be helped by the fact that we do have a rim that runs around the edge here. The TPU rim is going to keep the clear plastic suspended above flat surface when this is put on its back, and that's definitely going to help limit the amount of scratching you're going to have with this case over time, although I'm sure that it's going to scratch somewhat anyway. So you do have wireless charging capability with this case, which is excellent. As far as our camera is concerned, it is well protected here. This is a waterproof case, so of course you'd expect the camera area to be well protected, and this is compatible with Hitcase's system of magnetic lenses. There are 3 available: macro, wide, and super wide. They don't actually come with the case. You have to order them separately from Hitcase. They are $39.99 each, or you can get a set of all 3 of them for $99. Definitely expand your camera horizons with these, and they are waterproof, so you can use them underwater with your waterproof case. Speaking of the waterproofing of this case, as I said, this is waterproof to 10 feet. However, it's waterproof to 10 feet for 30 minutes, not for the 1 hour you're going to get with the LifeProof Free. LifeProof Free is waterproof to 6 feet for 1 hour, or actually, to be more accurate, 2 meters, so a little bit more than 6 feet for 1 hour, and this one is going to be waterproof to 10 feet for 30 minutes. So a little bit different usability there. Just be aware of the limitations of the waterproofness. As far as the performance in waterproof testing, everything worked fine with this. I don't think that you're likely to encounter any problems, although Hitcase does say that you need to inspect the seals every time before you use it. So be aware of that. Looking at the screen protector that comes with this case, I think that Hitcase has done a very credible job overall with this, and in a lot of respects it is as good or better than the one that comes with the LifeProof Free, for example. It has a little bit less of an air gap than the Free does, meaning that typing and texting is even better than the one that comes with the Free. It has more watermarking, however, and it does seem to be a bit more fingerprint prone. As far as optical clarity, I think that that is overall very good, and this is quite responsive. No issues whatsoever with 3D touch. Overall, really quite a decent screen protector, particularly for one which is plastic and non-adhesive. Overall, I think that there's definitely a bunch of points in favor of the Splash. This comes in at a lower price point than the LifeProof Free, so that's something to consider. As far as the screen protector is concerned, I think that it does really quite a credible job, given the fact that it is a non-adhesive plastic screen protector. The sides of the case have a nice feel in the hand with this soft touch TPU, give you a nice degree of low to mid grip on here, so I think that that is good. If you are into transparent backed cases. You're going to appreciate the fact that this does such a good job showcasing the beauty of your iPhone. And if you are into photography, you certainly might appreciate the fact that this system of magnetically attachable lenses is an option. So all of that is really quite good. I think that the weakest aspect of this case, in my opinion, is its audio quality. However, if you rarely use your phone for actual calls, then this may be a non-issue. At any rate, I think there's definitely some reasons to consider the Hitcase Splash if you're looking for a waterproof case for your iPhone XS Max. Again, we've been looking at the Hitcase Splash for iPhone XS Max. This case is available directly from Hitcase as well as from other retailers, and it has an MSRP of $69.99. The magnetically attachable lenses that I mentioned are $39.99 each, or a set of 3 for $99.99. Many thanks to the kind folks at Hitcase for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these products, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do consider it, because I have lots more great case and accessory reviews yet to come. Again, this is Kristen with the Hitcase Splash for iPhone XS Max. Enjoy your iPhone and have a wonderful day.